Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
The Ultimate Movie Championship! Episode 89 of the show where Keith Spurlock and I sit down. We're given two movies at random, and we must fight and argue over which of those movies is better and more deserving to be put on our Ultimate Movie list, which you can find over at flickchart.com/IDP. Let's see how it all plays out in this episode right now.
How am I feeling today?
Yeah, am I a few good men or am I Wall-E today?
Which Houston sister am I? Right? Is that it? Whitney? What was the thing? I don't know. Braxton. That's it.
We are the Braxtons,
The other-
and you see.
That's so racist for
I've
me.
never watched that show, but I
just-
know the
Your
entire
Mom's House.
theme song from Your Mom's
Yeah.
House.
Well, same thing. All the shows that they talked on there, like the other reality show with the dude hookers.
Oh, yeah.
Like I don't know any of that, but it's like,
Gigolos?
yeah, it's like I like listening to people talk about shit, and they're funny. Go check out Your Mom's House, people. Ooh. So moving on to our first matchup of the evening, A Few Good Men versus Wall-E. Both good movies.
Yes.
Not my favorite.
Neither of either.
I mean, as far as courtroom
I like
movies,
them
yeah,
very much
I like them very much too.
in their own respect, but neither of them I am
Like as
crazy
far as
about. I'm not going to
courtroom
watch
dramas. Like there's a lot
Military
more courtroom
courtroom
drama.
drama.
I mean, military or not, it's courtroom drama. Versus Pixar movie. Like I'm gonna watch fucking My Cousin Vinny over this. Easy. I'm watching almost every other Pixar movie over Wall-E.
Wow.
Although I did like Wall-E.
It's not bad, but you really got to be into it because it's
very little dialogue.
Very little,
Yeah.
little.
Which, you know, we've watched a bunch of few movies this
and
year
have
where it's not a
enjoyed.
lot of
I'm going to
dialogue.
go A Few Good Men on this one.
I don't know if I can handle the truth, though.
Yeah, but I think there's way more Pixar movies that I would like, and
Sure, I'm good with that.
yes,
I'm good with that.
it's a really good performance by all the people in that movie.
Sure. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels versus the Flintstones live-action 1994 classic starring John Goodman.
Rick
who
Moranis, Rosie O'Donnell.
Probably one of the last Rick Moranis roles.
And we always got to keep shitting on Rick Moranis because Lock, Stock, obviously.
I mean, it's not... If this was other Rick Moranis movies... Ooh. If this was Ghostbusters...
Which is not a Rick Moranis is
Listen,
in that movie.
He doesn't have... Well, Honey, I Shrunk movies, he's like the star of, but he's not really... He was never really like the star. But he was amazing. Lock, Stock, all day. Dun, 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 dun. Wow.
What the
we
fuck
get shadow
happened?
movies. Equilibrium versus Beverly Hills Cop 2.
I know your affinity for the Beverly Hills Cop series, but I really liked Equilibrium.
Listen, I love Equilibrium as well. However, The Matrix did it better 3 years earlier.
Yeah, but it's
So-
not Matrix. It's totally different.
It's an independent movie.
Well, that's fine, but
it's very much in. I mean, you look at the aesthetic of
dystopian future.
You look at the goddamn wardrobe is a B-level version of The Matrix with fighting in it.
gunfighting though.
Sure,
And
don't get me wrong.
And not
I
like
love
not like you people are thinking like
not like
gunfighting.
not like John Wick.
Fighting
Yeah.
with a gun and still shoot.
Until John Wick came
crazy.
along. Best gunfight movie. One of. Probably there's other, but definitely up there. But the story is stupid. The acting's not great, but there's really cool gunfight scenes. That's why I love the movie.
It's a good movie.
However, maybe if it was Beverly Hills Cop 3, I mean, not that Beverly Hills Cop 2 is like, but it's like it's like it's from top to bottom just a more entertaining movie. Like a dystopian kind of
Equilibrium's
1984.
not supposed to be a fucking knee slapper
No, I know, but it's just like if based on what I want to watch
right now
versus like quality.
yeah.
I mean, versus most time. It's
Beverly Hills Cop 2
Dude.
the one with Brigitte Nielsen?
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's look that up.
See, because I got to make sure.
Yeah.
So I can tell you.
Yeah.
Because if it is,
This is the one where he gets the mansion, I believe.
you really didn't.
Beverly Hills Cop 2. Hey, sometimes the search bar works.
It did, but
I don't know.
see full cast.
Alex Fuller returns to Beverly Hills to help target the Rosewood investigation. Investigate Chief near fatal shooting. It's a series of alphabetical crimes associated with it. That doesn't really help me. Like if I just read the plot of Equilibrium, not knowing what movie it was, I probably would guess a different movie.
See, you know what? Honestly, from looking at this and everyone in it, and it is the Brigitte Nielsen one.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna go Equilibrium. Like
I mean, we could definitely go to the judges on that.
I mean, that's fine if you want to, but like,
yeah. I can't. There's no way I could go Equilibrium. Listen, if the John Wick movies didn't exist, then I would love Equilibrium more. But the John Wick movies do exist, and if I'm going to watch that kind of movie, I'm going to watch some fucking badass version of it, not the independent Matrix ripoff from 2002, which was great in 2002. We didn't get John Wick 1 and 2 yet.
I honestly didn't see Equilibrium till probably 2012, and I still thought it was awesome when I saw it. I didn't see it when it first came out. I didn't even know about it for years because it was such an independent fucking action movie.
That's fine. That doesn't mean anything. It holds up for being an independent movie. Like it doesn't have a bunch of CG in it, which wouldn't hold up if it was a small budget movie. But yeah, go to the fucking.
And our judges are Rotten Tomatoes, the critic score, and if that ties, it goes to the fan score.
Just happened twice.
Yes, it has.
Surprisingly. This is where the fucking... Okay. It was going to be Beverly Hills Cop 3. 46. I'm okay with 46. I'm not expecting Equilibrium to be fucking... But who knows? Oh, yeah.
46 versus...
38.
Wow.
Yeah. Listen, you watch...
Fan score was better on mine. But
yeah, you watch Equilibrium for the cool gun. Like anybody that describes that movie, fucking awesome gunfighting. It's not like the story is mind-blowing. I guarantee most people that have seen the movie don't even know what the plot of the movie is. Guaranteed. Dystopian. Thinks they take drugs.
They're cops.
But there's fucking cool gunfighting. Exactly.
And then you have to describe what the gunfight, like, not like gunfighting, but like fighting.
Not
with
like
guns.
Way of the Gun, where it's like realistic gunfire.
Yeah, so hold up. We're fighting with two guns.
Imagine watching The Matrix, but they used guns instead of kung fu.
Yeah.
That's what Equilibrium is.
Yes.
It's the Matrix with guns.
Wow,
but not nearly as
with
good.
With 48, it still won.
I'm
good
not,
on it.
I am not
Whatever.
surprised at all. Yeah. So moving on, Deep Blue Sea versus 21.
Two movies I don't give a fuck about, but I've seen both.
Agreed, but I enjoy Deep Blue Sea as being like a B movie, clearly.
I'm fine with whatever.
I mean, it's a B movie versus trying to be a good
If you clearly
movie.
like one more than the other, I am so indifferent on
I don't
this
like
one.
either of these movies, but if I'm going to throw one of them on, it's not a bunch of white people doing a story about a bunch of smart Asian kids that did it in real life.
I didn't know who
That's
the real
worse
ones
than-
were. It did,
Sure.
So I didn't care, but
Sure.
it still wasn't that invested
Sure.
in it.
I mean, people want to, not saying you want to complain, but people like to complain about, people want to complain, oh, they added a child into a movie that's not historically accurate. Okay, they whitewash everything. Like if Hollywood, if slavery was far enough away, they'd be doing things where white people were the slaves. Like if we didn't have historical documents on it, guaranteed there'd be 12 Years a Slave with Matthew McConaughey being the slave. Or Brad Pitt, whichever one of those white dudes was the hero. Versus Deep Blue Sea is just a stupid fucking B movie with like a killer shark. Samuel L. Jackson's in it for like 5 minutes.
He gets eaten. He's the cook.
I mean, that's how you know it's a... Well, I mean, newer B movies
Aaron
get those
Eckhart
people...
in that? Or is it the other dude?
I remember LL Cool J being the cook.
Is it It's either it might be Nathan Fillion.
I just remember LL Cool J and
LL
Sammy
Cool J
L. Sammy
was in
Jackson.
it, but there it is. Thomas Jane, that's who it was. God damn it, I always confuse them.
2 first names, one of them is a woman.
Thomas Jane, it was in Punisher. He was in The Mist.
Oh, a bunch of movies that I don't really care about.
Dude,
Was he in
The Mist was crazy.
I can't. I've tried to watch it a few times. Just horrible writing, horrible acting, actually.
I mean,
The
Stephen
writing.
King wrote it, but
so it's got to be good. He's only written good things with the billions of books he's had. He's never had any stinkers. Yeah. Anyway, Deep Blue Sea.
yeah.
I mean, 21's not like an impressive fucking movie by any means, so I don't give
It's
a fuck
all right,
about it.
but
It's
whatever.
It is the most generic whatever fucking movie. Requiem for a Dream versus Anaconda.
Requiem for a
Don't
Dream.
want none unless you're got buns hunting.
Even though it's hard for me to even
It's
watch
a fucking great movie.
multiple times, it's
Everything
a great
has
movie.
stolen the montage of taking drugs scene. The eyeballs pumping in, like that's been done
Spawn.
everywhere.
Yeah, Spawn did that a lot.
Fucking The Simpsons with fucking
licking the toad.
Homer eating.
Yeah.
No, he ate a donut, and it was like I think
Well,
he, like,
he
took
did that
time
with
off
licking
donut.
the toad too.
Oh, well then I guess I mean it's been done everywhere. Anytime like there's a like taking drug scene
Yeah.
or something like that where you're getting a hit of something you've been jonesing
But
for.
Requiem for a Dream is
It's a great fucking movie. It's
is
just tough to watch.
rough to watch. I mean,
Ass to ass.
you gotta-
Ass to ass.
the mom freaks. That's the hardest part.
But she's like, that's the great part of this movie is that like most people don't consider pharmaceuticals to be drugs because most people that are anti-drug are on a shitload of pharmaceuticals. But yeah, so she's the other side of the thing where she's on some fucking
Diet
pill that's just speed, which most diet pills have always been a different kind
Yeah.
of variation of speed because that's people on speed lose weight.
I got
It's very
great.
Unless you're
Wait, who is gonna call Jeopardy? Or no, that's not. That was White Men Can't Jump.
It was like a
different game
Jeopardy
show.
kind of show. It wasn't a real show, but it was like a game show she
Gonna
watched.
call.
Yeah. But yeah, Requiem for a
I
Dream.
gotta borrow this TV, Ma.
I mean, Anaconda. I don't give a fuck about.
You know what?
Anaconda at all. There's nothing about Anaconda.
No, it was a fun movie for when it came out because I was a kid.
Sure, but there's so many other fun movies from when I was a kid.
But Requiem for a Dream, best Marlon Wayans performance I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what happens when you work with a really good director. You get good performances. Like Tarantino's fucking famous for that.
I mean, Jared Leto's had a bunch of good performances.
Yeah, that started his career basically. Same with her.
Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah. Although I don't know if she was in a bunch of stuff
She's
around
been a
then.
bunch of shit.
Yeah. But yeah, Requiem for a Dream. Tenacious D in The Pick of Destiny versus Finding Nemo.
Tenacious D.
I like Tenacious D, but I don't really give a
like
shit
the
about
Pick
the
of
movie.
Destiny.
Yeah. I wasn't really like a big fan of theirs. Like I'd seen their stuff and I'd seen some animated stuff that
I thought it was
music
fun.
videos.
It was goofy. I mean, Finding
Finding
Nemo,
Nemo
yeah,
is a classic of the Pixar's.
Okay, but I don't. I mean,
If it was Finding Dory, I don't give a fuck.
I'm not. I don't
Sure.
know.
I'm not. Well, here's the thing.
I would
I'm
rather
not
watch
a-
a stoner comedy than a kids movie right now.
Sure, but out of kids' movies and stoner comedies, I'm not watching that stoner comedy, and I might watch Finding Nemo because I haven't watched it for a while, or Pixar movies. Like, there's so many other stoner movies that I would watch besides Pick It. I don't know. It wasn't a movie that
I've watched.
I
it
think maybe
at
because
least-
like
I've
it's
watched it more
a
than I
metal
have.
kind of a thing.
Yeah.
That's fine. I've seen Finding Nemo 1,000 times more than I've seen Pick of Destiny maybe twice. That's how much I don't give a fuck about that movie.
I like that.
Even
Dave
though I
Grohl
like-
was in it.
Sure, I'm just cameos and it's like whatever. It's just I don't give a shit about it.
Tim
I
Robbins
never gave a
had
shit about it.
cameo.
I don't care. Cameos don't fucking make it a good movie.
Like I was saying that it did. I'm just mentioning people who
Like
were in
even
it.
if it was Ocean's 11, which is actual casted people, not fucking cameos, I'd still go Finding Nemo.
over Ocean's 11.
Yeah. Ocean's 11 is just a fucking bunch of pretty famous people doing a heist. The first one's probably the best
Finding
one.
Nemo's a fish looking for his family, and I don't really give a fuck about that fish.
That's fine.
And then he has a forgetful friend. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's a kid's movie. It came out when I was...
Okay, we're doing a kid's movie versus a kid's movie. They're two kids' movies. Teenager, younger than teenager. We're not stepping that far away from each other.
I'm going to go with the teenage movie then. I mean, it won't win versus Finding Nemo, obviously.
Yeah,
but
that's probably true. Yeah, I don't... Yeah.
But
there's some... I just don't give a shit about Pick of Destiny. It's just not a movie. Let's pick CK.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. All right. Pick of Destiny. Tenacious D.
54.
54.
That's better than I thought it would be, honestly.
I would rather see, as far as Jack Black movies, School of Rock all day.
Oh,
over Pick
no.
of
I
Destiny.
fucking hate that movie.
Yeah. That's just where
That's
I'm
a
at
kid's movie, though. That's more of a kid's movie than Pick of Destiny. That's more of a younger kid's movie.
They're all kids' movies. They're all kids' movies.
Ew.
Pick of Death. You watch kids shit. It's okay. You watch cartoons. I watch cartoons.
Yeah.
We watch kid shit. They're kid shit. It's just one's a teenage versus or preteen, whatever that would fit with. You know, preteens still watch Finding Nemo, and I'm a fucking adult and watch that shit. Pixar, out of all of the animated studios, caters to adults more than anybody for being a kid's movie. What am I doing? Finding Nemo. Wait. What was that one again?
56 or
54. Versus Finding
Nemo. 99 or something ridiculous. Yeah.
Yep.
Good guess.
All right.
It's a good movie. I just don't. It's not my shit.
That's fine. Same thing. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a good. I wouldn't even say Pick of Destiny is a good movie.
No,
but,
it's not. I wasn't saying that.
Yeah,
It's just fun enough
yeah,
for me.
it's not for me. Like, I just don't. And, I'm not. Jack Black, probably my favorite movie has been in Orange County. And it's the very least Jack. It's not his movie, really. He's a character in it. But as far as his movies, I'm not a fan of his movies.
Cable Guy. I'm going to go with Cable Guy.
But he's like, you want to talk about such a small character.
At least there's hardly any characters, and he's like the fourth on the list on that one.
Sure. Okay. But sure. That's okay.
Because it's Jim Carrey, Matthew Broderick, the chick, what was her name? Hudson? Or not Hudson.
It's mainly Broderick
and then Jack Black's just
Jim Carrey.
Just Broderick's friend who he always keeps calling.
Sure. I don't, maybe
I
there's
really like that
other
movie.
movies. I do too, but it's not I wouldn't consider that a Jack Black movie.
No.
Like it wasn't like Orange County wasn't a Jack Black movie, but he was a main character in the movie.
Yeah.
And he was in a lot of
King Kong wasn't a Jack Black movie, but he was in that bullshit.
I would consider that a Jack Black movie. It's
More
just
of a Adrian
he was in
Brody.
probably 2 hours of that movie,
Yeah.
and it's a 3 hour long movie.
I was about to say it's just because that fucking movie was so goddamn long.
That was a horrible movie. It was just like they spent a lot of money on dog shit.
They're like, Peter Jackson.
You know what, that movie? Yeah, sure. That movie and the Batman vs Superman, it's just they spent a ton of money on dog shit just because of a director, I guess. The Faculty versus 16 Candles. Teen horror versus teen comedy.
John Hughes versus
Although I'm not like a big 16 Candles
I'm not
fan.
either.
I'll go Faculty.
I am gonna go Faculty myself.
I don't really give a fuck about Faculty.
I liked it just because I like aliens.
I liked it the one time I watched it as a teenager when I rented it, or it may have been on TV when I had TV at the time. But never
I'm
have
never
I
gonna
ever,
rewatch it. But like,
I don't give a shit about
16 Candles either.
Is 16 Candles the dude with like the super racist Asian dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck 16 Candles. Elf versus Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Yeah, I'm good with Bad Boys. I like the first Bad Boys, and this is the Bad Boys. Will Smith,
Michael Bay. You love Michael
Martin Lawrence. It was one of the few Michael Bays that I liked. I mean, I was at the right age group. I grew out of his shit. Like, easily grew out of Michael Bay. But when I was a kid...
I think Michael Bay grew out of us.
Well, true. Yeah, his style. I mean, I like Bad Boys, too.
Bad Boys is not the Michael Bay now.
Yeah, he's definitely gotten more money to spend.
He's like, can we make it blow up?
And CG is a thing. I mean, there's tons of explosions and, like, his fucking stupid... Like all of the camera angles are there,
chick,
all of the movements there.
Young chick shots.
It just doesn't have the money on the screen. He makes stupid people watch movies. A lot of stupid people watch movies, and I think they watch it multiple times
Donald
because
Trump's
they're stupid.
President. There's a lot of stupid people. So
Yeah. That's another point. Yeah, Bad Boys. I like Elf, which is a kids movie. Empire Strikes Back versus Jurassic Park.
Empire Strikes Back.
Is this the second one?
The best of the original trilogy.
We're going best of both franchises here.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Empire Strikes Back.
Now, let me just tell you how the algorithm works and that we can get Jurassic Park up on
I don't
our
give
list.
a fuck. Jurassic Park, I don't think should be in the top 20.
Oh, for sure it should. It's one of the best, like, I mean, it's CG from 93 that holds up still.
It's fun.
You can't say that about
I haven't
anything.
rewatched Jurassic Park or felt the need to in like almost 15 years.
I've definitely watched Jurassic Park more than I've watched Empire Strikes Back.
I've watched Empire Strikes Back
I'm not
probably
surprised, whatever.
67 times.
Right. I'm sure I'm in the minority of people our age that have seen, and I've seen this, the original, the really good,
the good
three,
version.
the first three that were really good that the director
before anyone touched
started
them.
ruining it. No, the guy that created it started to ruin his franchise.
Yeah, I'm saying before anyone.
Yeah, he did the first one and then he kind of stepped back and let creative people do the next two. But Jurassic Park, man. Man, Jurassic Park fucking holds up way better than Puppet fucking Yoda, that's for sure. Holds up better than the CG Yoda, for that matter, which came out a decade later.
Nothing about Jurassic Park makes me ever want to take it over the best Star Wars movie ever.
Well, all the other Jurassic Parks were dog shit, but that was like the best one. This is the first time we got to see
Jurassic
dinosaurs.
Park versus the best Star Wars. Star Wars all day.
I mean, I'm not going franchise for franchise. Star Wars has a better. Well, actually, that's debatable because that franchise gets fucked up. It's like almost half of the franchise is just worthless.
I don't really like 3 of the movies, other than 2.5.
But okay,
because I like half of
Disney
the
owns
last
it,
one.
so that's why there's so many more. If Disney owned Jurassic Park, we wouldn't be getting the bullshit fucking Jurassic Parks that we're getting that are selling to China. That's all Paramount cares, or DreamWorks or whatever the fuck owns the Jurassic Park franchise. So yeah, there's good Star Wars movies being made still.
It's Luke, I'm Your Father versus dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's amazing how impactful both of those are. Man,
I'm going Empire. I can't not go Empire. So
you know what? I'm gonna go Jurassic Park. Let's let the judges speak. This can be interesting. Take it to the judges. Taking it to the judges. I can't do it. There's between Jurassic Park and every single Star Wars movie made, I gotta go Jurassic Park. I got to.
That's a ridiculous statement.
Oh, that's fine. I'm sure there's a bunch of fanboys and girls out there that are just like, but why? Luke and, metachlorians. It's ninjas with lasers.
The metachlorians didn't exist back then.
Whatever. It got there.
That was later ruined.
The original creator that all the fanboys, he created it, so we must pray to him. He created something so original. Space ninjas. What are we doing? Empire Strikes Back.
Empire?
Oh, sorry. I like to go back and change shit like the director. And just
We're just gonna name it.
I'm just gonna.
We're gonna name it Empire. What do you think?
Empire Strikes.
Right there.
Out?
No, right there.
Oh, okay. We got the full title. The new full title. Ooh,
94.
94.
Fuck.
Versus.
I'm not confident about a 94.
Jurassic Park.
You know what we mean. God damn it.
Fucking hate.
94 versus
Jurassic Park coming in at 93. I'm okay with that. It was a good fight. Close decision.
That was fucking nerve-wracking. I thought for sure Jurassic Park would be like a 96 or something ridiculous.
I was surprised fucking Star Wars was that high.
Oh, no.
I thought it would be like 80. Fan score, wouldn't be surprised, but Analyze This versus House on Haunted Hill. Analyze This.
Sure.
I
don't give that I don't really care about.
Analyze That is better than House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah.
House on Haunted Hill is a fucking
it's not a
dog
good
shit
movie.
horror movie.
But
it's so bad.
I mean, I guess wait, Analyze This is the first one, right?
Yeah, Analyze That's the second one.
Okay.
Which it's not. Neither of them are great. Second one's worse.
They're all right.
But I don't.
Billy Crystal,
there's
Robert
no
De
way I
Niro.
want to ever
They're not-
watch House on Haunted Hill again.
No.
If it's like watch House on Haunted Hill or eat poison, I'm gonna experiment.
Let's do 2 more.
All right. Analyze This. That's when De Niro jumped the shark. He's
Yeah.
like, I'll just do that in kids' movies. Bullwinkle, I think, was like the next year. Wayne's World 2 versus Gangs of New York Part 1 and 2, which is just the full movie split up in 2 files because it's long. But I got to go Gangs of New York.
Fuck yeah.
Easily.
I love that movie.
Wayne's World 2.
It's fun.
It's sure, but Wayne's
Jim
World
Morrison,
1.
Wayne Stock,
It's
whatever.
just a bunch of cameos. That's all it is. And I don't give a fuck. That's
Garth
not-
gets to fuck around with Daryl Hannah.
First one all day.
Or-
Second one
no,
could suck
is
my
it-
dick.
It's not Daryl.
I don't
maybe
know.
not.
I don't really care about Wayne's World 2
Whatevs.
at all. Wayne Fest or whatever it is.
Wayne Stock.
Wayne Stock. That's it. This is the last one. The Breakfast Club versus The Devil's Advocate. The Breakfast Club.
Obviously.
Okay.
John Hughes wins.
All right. Well, I know you're a fan of The
I
Devil's
like
Advocate.
the Devil's Advocate.
All right. Oh, we got 2 new movies added.
Get yourself $25 in credit when you sign up for Ting cell phone service. Go through my link, inspireddisorder.com/Ting. That's TING. Get yourself $25 in credit. You can apply that to your bill. You can apply that to a new device. But this is the great cell phone service at a very, very low cost. Works on all the major networks, same low rates, and the best coverage ever. Get $25 off when you go through my link, inspireddisorder.com/Ting, and get your new cell phone service, and thank me later. Make sure you follow Keith Spurlock on Twitter at KeithSpurlock1. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/InspiredDisorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at InspiredDisorder.com. And follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!